The United States and China are the world's largest producers and consumers of energy. On the sidelines of the APEC meeting here in Beijing, BizAsia spoke to the U.S. Deputy Energy Secretary about how to increase the use of renewable energy here in the Asia-Pacific region and how to explore for shale gas in a more environmentally friendly way.
Your Excellency, thank you very much for your time. The APEC meetings here in Beijing, they focused on the promotion of sustainable energy development in the APEC region. Which are the priorities for the United States?
We have a clear set of priorities. We are very happy to be here at APEC talking about energy security, making sure that all the economies of APEC have the energy that they need to grow, to prosper, and at the same time, as you said in your question, to do it sustainably. We're deeply committed, and the President is deeply committed to averting the potentially catastrophic changes to our climate. And that's why we have to do this in a sustainable manner. That's why you saw the promotion in these meetings of renewable energy, of energy efficiency, and that set of priorities, including the possibility in many of these countries, including right here in China, to do safe nuclear energy. Building that low-carbon future is going to be a very high priority for all of us in APEC.
So what kind of concrete action can we expect now from the APEC economies?
Well, it's interesting because there were actually a number of very specific proposals that came out of our discussions here today. You saw a commitment to improve energy intensity, in other words, to be more efficient, on the order of 45% by the year 2035. That's a huge change, and that's a very concrete objective. You saw an objective to double the implementation of renewable energy resources by 2020 and by 2030, actually. And that's a very important objective that will see a lot of new solar, new wind power, and other forms of renewable.
China is believed to hold the world's largest recoverable sources of shale gas and wants to replicate the shale gas boom that the United States has seen. What kind of advice would you give in terms of exploration of shale gas? Because there are also a lot of credible critics that are against the use of shale gas and say that they can harm the environment.
It's true. It appears that the shale gas resources in China are of even potentially greater dimension than that which is present in the United States. But we also know some very important things about developing shale gas. It's not just the quality of the rocks. You need to have a pipeline system. You need to have transparency. You need to understand the geologic formations. You need to have ways to get the fuel to market. But most of all, you need to be a good steward of the resource and of the environment, because it's absolutely essential to develop this resource that we must develop it safely. And that means we've got to have good data on the things that affect air quality and water quality. We need to understand what's in the fracking fluids. But the premise of your question about needing to make sure that as we develop this still very large resource, that we do it being fully conscious of the environmental importance of doing it safely and in an environmentally responsible manner is also very, very important, and will continue to be part of our advice not only to China but to all countries who are looking to develop this very important resource.